Contrary to popular belief, very few bats survive on one. Most species survive on insects, whereas you prefer to live off undeserved praise.
You're hilarious. Now give me a key.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Looking at the 3 rows with the open slot. It is...
Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get you killed?
You're funny.
Okay. Time to possibly maybe die.
Get laid, Riddler.
Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh good, more fun.
Nice if you could just...
Well,
Fast
Dark
travel
Knight
back.
Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the Orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
Gee, I wonder which one I'll do.
I'm going back to the orphanage. Selena's waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and Miss Kyle.
You think it's safe being out here again?
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this, and then call the bat.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Come on.
You still haven't apologized.
For what?
For Eddie treating me like a white hat. Like one of your sidekicks. You know, half the crooks in Gotham think I feed you info.
You do.
Well, yeah, when there's something in it for me. They think I'm doing it on principle.
Sorry for making criminals think less of you.
Hey, have I ever hurt anyone? I'm not one of the bad guys, Batman. I'm freelance.
You should pick a side, Selena.
Your side should pay better. So when you're done modeling the new suit, shall we find out what's behind door number 2?
Greetings to my costumed contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Okay, so I have to complete the circuit. Got it.
The counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt.
Oh, ha ha ha. Because you're not aging at all either.
Hey, don't shove.
Uh-oh.
Move over, would you?
Try just count one. Level girl. Nice. That was quite clever.
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
I'll give you something. Give you.
Goodness, you figured it out already. Well, you better grab that key and be on your way.
Hey, that was easy. Oh, it's a trick, isn't it?
Meet the second generation of my android allies. I built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities.
Leave the blue ones to me.
Yeah, I got that.
more where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line.
Watch yourself! I'll take the red ones.
All the danger of battle combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me. Thank me. Thank me. You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you. Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally? After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective, and I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud, Detective. A dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water, like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? done, Detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. That's one Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. Don't leave me hanging, Detective. The answer is right above your nose. Your nose. Detective, since that car is quite clearly an extension of your ego, I thought you'd take better care of it.
Oh, there's more than one extension.
Look at you, Detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. You know, Detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, Detective. I have no doubt. Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friend? I wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there.
Oops.
Your death was inevitable, I'm afraid. A statistical certainty.
Not what I wanted you to do.
wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Not quite, detective. You're barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out. The line between perfectly designed riddle and unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get you ki-
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key. Well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
I have always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swooned. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Best you got. Outfield, back to the orphanage. Outfield, back to the orphanage. Opposite. She's one.
You know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Queen Industries. Forward. Left.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist.
Oops, wrong button. Stop changing direction.
there, Selena.
Done on this side.
Where? Right. 3 rows in front. Two left. 4 rows left. 1, 2.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations! And now your reward. Robot! Robot! Robot!
Bright and colorful.
Here you go. Such a gem. About time.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
Where is it? Oh. Seriously, why you haven't locked that down?
Seriously, Eddie, how much longer is this going to take?
I got an achievement for that? Really? I got one more. Oh, no. Yep, one more.
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ronalop Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up, but just be careful while you do it, okay?
It's because she likes me. Giggity. heck is a city story?
So Joker dies, takes half the crime in Gotham with him, and I don't hear from you for months. What's that about?
I've been busy.
Look, I know you two were close, but you've got to get back out there. Meet new maniacs. You can't mourn him forever.
He left some loose ends behind.
Get out there and meet new maniacs. That's funny.
Dragged into the firing line.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure.
Gorgeous woman is going to remain a hostage.
My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Tudoberg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. To clarify, Detective, this bit is not the surprise. Behold your doom! What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here. I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. Farewell, Dark Knight. No, Detective. Turn around! up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. When you failed that last lap, I could see the headlines, Detective. Riddler triumphant. Batman disgraced. Gotham awed. Such a pity I couldn't show you the Riddler mobile. It's bigger, faster, several times more aesthetically pleasing than your vehicle. It's in the shop. Don't be ashamed to have failed, Detective. This isn't a racetrack. It's an immaculately constructed work of art. It is perfection. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now.
Controlling mechanism.
You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Goodbye. Stop not dying! Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. More like it, Detective. You failed! For the briefest moment, you almost seemed capable. Come on, Detective. Back to the start of the course. Back to the start of the course. Would you like another attempt at that lap? Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury.
Faster, Batman.
Make your peace, Dark Knight. This really is it. It has to be. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. You appear to have lost. Can't think and drive at the same time, Dark Knight. Drive. Feel that, Detective? It's called humiliation. Come back to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more. Try that last laugh again. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Do you even know what a racing line is? Detective, you stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned.
Restart. Didn't stop in time.
Faster, Batman! Like Hermes! Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Detective, time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there. And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Do you have a photographic memory, Detective? Because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.